Most women, when trying to lose weight, only focus on calories and protein, but there's one nutrient that almost nobody talks about. And most women are getting less than half of what their body actually needs. And when this is missing, you'll notice things like constant hunger, sugar cravings at night, bloating, low energy, inflammation, stubborn body fat that won't shift. And the crazy part, fixing this one thing can help. Keep you fuller for longer, reduce cravings, balance blood sugar, improve gut health, lower inflammation, and make fat loss significantly easier. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what happens inside your body when you start eating enough fiber. But most importantly, we'll show you how to realistically hit 25 grams per day without eating massive salads all day, because most women massively misunderstand fiber. When our clients start increasing fiber properly, the first things they usually notice are they stop feeling hungry all the time, they stop picking at snacks all evening, their digestion improves, and their cravings dramatically drop. Many of them say things like, "I can't believe how easy it is to stay in calorie deficit now." And that is because fiber works on multiple systems in your body at the same time: your digestion, your hormones, your blood sugar, your gut bacteria, and your hunger signals. But before we get into how to actually do it, you need to understand why fiber is so powerful in the first place. Because what happens in your body after increasing fiber in the first few days is completely different to what happens 2 or 3 weeks later. And once you understand this timeline, you'll understand why so many people give up too early. The average woman is eating about 12 grams of fiber per day, but the recommended intake for women is around 25 grams per day, which means most women aren't getting about half of what their body actually needs. And it's not because they're doing anything wrong. It's simply because modern diets are built around processed foods, refined carbs, convenient meals, low veggie intake. And one of the biggest misconceptions I see is people thinking that I eat a salad and maybe an apple during the day, I must be getting enough fiber. But the reality is a small salad might only be 2 to 4 grams of fiber, which means unless you're intentionally including fiber-rich foods, it's very easy to fall short. And then when you fall short on fiber, your body starts struggling with hunger regulations. One of the most powerful things fiber does is slow digestion. When you eat fiber, it slows down how quickly food leaves your stomach. This means instead of eating breakfast and feeling hungry an hour later, you stay full for longer. And this is one of the biggest reasons fiber makes fat loss easier, because when you're constantly hungry, staying in a calorie deficit feels so miserable. But when you feel satisfied between meals, it becomes significantly easier to stay consistent. And that's only the beginning, because fiber also plays a huge role in controlling cravings. One of the biggest reasons women struggle with cravings is blood sugar spikes. When meals are low in fiber and high in refined carbohydrates, blood sugar rises quickly. Then it crashes. And when that crash happens, your brain starts demanding quick energy, which usually shows up as cravings for sugar, snacks, chocolate, processed foods. But fiber slows down how quickly glucose enters your bloodstream, which keeps blood sugar more stable, which means fewer crashes, fewer cravings, more stable energy. And many people actually notice this just within a few days of increasing their fiber intake. This is where things get even more interesting. Fiber feeds your gut bacteria. Inside your gut lives trillions of bacteria that influence things like metabolism, inflammation, digestion, immune function, even mood and brain function. When these bacteria digest fiber, they produce compounds called short-chain fatty acids. And these compounds help reduce inflammation, strengthen your gut lining, improve insulin sensitivity, regulate appetite hormones, and this is why our clients notice improved things like bloating, digestion, energy, mental clarity from just increasing their fiber intake. But there is one mistake people make when they hear about fiber. They suddenly try to jump to 25 grams per day overnight, and then they feel things like bloating, gassy, uncomfortable, and they think fiber doesn't work for them. But the real issue isn't fiber, it's just how quickly they increased it. Your gut bacteria needs time to adapt. So instead of jumping straight to 25 grams a day, increase gradually. A simple strategy is adding 3 to 5 grams per week. This gives your digestive system time to adjust and significantly reduces the chance of digestive discomfort. You may be asking, what does 25 grams of fiber actually look like in a day? Because most people don't think in grams. So here is an example of what that could look like. For breakfast, you could have oats with berries and chia seeds, and that's roughly around 10 grams of fiber. For lunch, you could have a chicken and salad with vegetables, avocado, and you could even get those mixed salad bags from Coles. I like the American barbecue one, and I have half a packet, and I usually add it with extra spinach and cherry tomatoes, and that usually gets me around 11 grams of fiber. For dinner, have your lean protein with roasted vegetables and sweet potato, and that might be around 6 grams of fibre. And then for a snack, you could have something with apple, raspberries, or kiwi fruit is great, and that's usually around 4 to 5 grams of fibre. And just like that, you're already around 25 to 30 grams of fibre per day. There are two main types of fibre. There's soluble fibre. This is a fibre dissolves in water. It forms a gel-like material in the stomach that slows down digestion. It can help lower cholesterol and blood sugar. Soluble fibre is found in oats, peas, beans, apples, bananas, avocados, citrus fruits, carrots, and psyllium. Insoluble fibre is the type of fibre that doesn't dissolve in water. It supports the movement of material through the digestive system and adds bulk to your stool. It can be helpful for people who have constipation or don't regularly pass stool. Some good sources of insoluble fibre are whole wheat flour, wheat bran, nuts, beans, and vegetables such as cauliflower, green beans, and potatoes. Most high-fibre plant foods contain both soluble and insoluble fibre. The amount of each of fibre varies with the type of plant, such as whether it's a fruit, vegetable, or whole grain. But you can get both types of fibre by eating a variety of fibre-rich foods. If you constantly feel hungry, snacky, low energy, bloated, struggling with cravings, before assuming your metabolism is broken, go and take a look at your fibre intake. It's simply that your body isn't getting enough nutrient it needs to regulate hunger properly. If you want to learn how to hit your protein targets next, go and watch this video right here, because when you combined the education in that video with the strategies we talked about today, that loss becomes much easier. If you want a plan custom to your lifestyle that adapts week to week with whatever is going on in your life with 24/7 accountability so you stop restarting every Monday, you can apply for coaching in the link below. And let's finally make this the last time you ever have to try and lose weight.